What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Friendly Fire Games. I'm your host, Andrew, and I am alone tonight. Just me. But we're going to do some Division anyway. If you watched on Saturday night, you saw that we were kind of miserable failures on the raid. But it's all good. We're back today. Just doing some gear hunting, trying to get just a little stronger. Maybe we'll eventually beat the raid. Or the first boss of the raid. Where did we go? There we go. With any luck tonight, I'll pick up either Merciless or Sweet Dreams, which I have been, I guess, mercilessly hunting for the last month or so. That actually had a pretty good headshot damage roll on it. There he is. She. There she is. And they're all down. It is so nice having a short cooldown on these skills. Come on, there we go. I think I have a shield just a second ago. There we go. It's not actually that bad a roll.
Looks like that key card is the one we were looking for.
Secret panel.
Wonder what that unlocks. Keep an eye out.
It's very tempting, but it's $4.95, so I'm not gonna keep it.
Hostile radio intercepted.
It's the fucking division. Roach wants everyone back at headquarters.
They really need to give us flashlights for these darker areas of the map. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Definitely didn't see that guy behind me. There he is.
The vault's just up ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna check to see if this was even on challenging.
Authentication successful. Access granted.
Alright, here's the reason we picked up that RFID card.
The alarm! Fucking division got into the vault.
It's cool. We moved the president. He's tucked away nice and cozy upstairs.
Holy shit. They pulled the president out of the wreckage. Agent, you've got a new assignment. Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Sync Isaac with the bank security system. There should be a data center near the vault.
It's actually not bad. Junk. And a battery for the turret, not bad. Yeah, if I didn't already have Chatterbox, that is the room where you get the final piece. Alright, where is the terminal? Not that one. Oh yeah, it's upstairs. Isn't it? It's over here. I'm so used to doing this one on with the Black Tusk on Invaded. I think it's a little bit easier Invaded, actually. Because you don't have to defend from two sides.
Beginning search query.
Alright. Minute to go. There they come. This room is actually also where the notorious loot room used to be that they just recently patched. It's a little unfortunate that it was patched, but I get it. Uh-oh. If you're just joining me, say hi in the chat. It's a little lonely here. I'd love to hear from you. Just a real chill, easy night tonight. And I am taking requests as to what to run, because I don't really have an agenda for this evening.
President Ellis. Oh, the helicopter on standby to extract.
Just kind of whatever I feel like.
Outlaw down procedure.
That doesn't sound good.
I am going to check to see if this is actually on challenging though, because it doesn't feel like it.
You have a way out of the vault.
Or maybe I finally kind of hit that threshold where challenging is not too bad anymore.
You see, if you can punch through the west wall, there's a maintenance tunnel running alongside your position. It's a long shot, but it's the only one we got. Isaac, plot a path to the president's location.
Highlighting most expedient path.
Son of a bitch, it actually worked. Thanks, Isaac.
Oh, I always forget about that guy hidden right there. And secret closet. I also always forget that there's really nothing in here that I need. No gear. And let's see if we're actually on challenge. Yep. Okay, good. Well, it's not a terrible one. Actually, that's a pretty decent roll other than safeguard. I don't actually want safeguard on that. I'll keep it though. I'm actually starting to play around with a few new builds right now. Because we've got this, this build that I'm on right now pretty dialed in.
I've got the goddamn division breathing down my neck.
Pretty sure I just shot the president. Oops. Oh, darn. Got time to check gear, right? That seems like junk. Some heal the president. Uh-oh. Alice is in trouble. If he wasn't poking his head out, he'd probably live.
So fucking dead.
Hey, Russ.
Earpiece and get him on comms.
Yeah, you're right. Not a ton of hype for E3 this year. I did say, I mean, I only watched the UB press conference today. And I liked what I saw. It didn't get me like super stoked. Ghost Recon, I think it's Contagion is what they're calling it. Looked pretty cool. Looked like Black Ops zombies, except for Ghost Recon universe. Which seemed interesting to me. Watch Dogs looked good. I might actually buy Watch Dogs, but I definitely want more information. I am personally really excited for the stuff they announced for Division, because it sounds like they're going to be continuing Keener's story, which I'm pretty stoked about. Which one did you miss, Russ? I assume you're talking about the Ghost Recon game. If they go back to if on the Division they go back to kind of the Keener story, like the whole continuation of the first game, I think the story will be really good. I think they just got a little ambitious with this game. Like they were trying to, you know, have the had the levels morph as you leveled up, and unfortunately they just kind of spread themselves a little thin, and so things are a little disconjointed. I mean, the story in this game was, it wasn't great. I mean, I've played way worse though, so. Yeah, the Ghost Recon game looks interesting. They didn't there's no gameplay, and really nothing more than just kind of a hype trailer. But I do love PvE. I love, like, survival horror type stuff, so that's interesting to me. I mean, obviously a long way to go before I'm, like, gonna say that I'm gonna buy it. Breakpoint looks good, too.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I wanted to buy Wildlands back when it came out, but I didn't know anybody who was playing it actively, so I never got it. And I guess big deal for Breakpoint, they announced that they'll have AI teammates for people who play solo. So that's a really big deal, because it was not announced with that. And so that'll make, you know, people like me that kind of play games like this to death, and play them solo a lot, it'll make it a lot more fun. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'll probably buy Breakpoint. I don't know if it's a day one for me, but I'm definitely going to consider it, because it's, you know, it's got the shooter elements, it's got the survival elements. Seems like a pretty obvious game for me, but we'll see. The other thing I'm pretty stoked about for E3 is tomorrow's Nintendo's press conference, and if they, you know, talk about a lot of the games that they've got coming down the pipe, it'll be a pretty good conference, because they've got a lot of good stuff coming out this year. I have not looked at anything on Cyberpunk, mostly because I'm not familiar at all with the franchise. Oh crap. So, I mean, I definitely want to look more into it, because it does look cool, and, I mean, Keanu looks really awesome in it as well. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3, I think it is supposed to come out this year. Animal Crossing, Daemon X Machina, Link's Awakening. What am I forgetting? They've got a new character for Smash. I think people are assuming they're going to announce. A lot of people think it's going to be a Microsoft character, because, you know, the partnership that Nintendo's been kind of touting with Microsoft. So that could be interesting. Doom looks fun. The Doom games, you know, I've always kind of enjoyed Doom type games. Although my favorite Doom-like game, I've mentioned it on streams before, is actually a rip-off of Doom called Chex Quest. It used to come in boxes of cereal, boxes of Chex cereal back in the day, and it's awesome. There we go, got him. Medic's doing some reviving. So I need to kill this guy. I will look at that chat in just a moment, Russ. I assume it's you. Yeah, the last Doom I played is from a long time ago, but the most recent Doom game I have seen gameplay of it, and it looks really fun. So definitely something I'm gonna check out. I mean, you know, the unfortunate thing is kind of with my limited gameplay time these days. Oh crap! Out of ammo. Can't invest too much time into too many games. Alright. Well, that was not an exotic drop, so didn't get what we were looking for, but that's okay. Oh crap. Did get some hardwired components, so that's good. That's good to hear. If they release a demo, I'll definitely pick the demo up, because definitely willing to try that. Let's see, that's trash, 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 trash again. Commander Doom, what is up? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. How is it going? Yes, speaking of Doom. Commander, how's it going? Haven't seen you, well, you may have been here on Saturday, I guess. You've been in a recent stream. Okay, what do we want to do next? Any votes from the chat as to what we'd like to do now?
Got some Black Tusk units approaching the main entrance.
I'll hold off a minute before I do something.
Just more mouths to feed. They're doctors. So what? You can't trust a doctor you're holding hostage. You're missing the point. We can ransom them.
Alright. I've heard DCD is a good way to get what I want, so unless I hear something from the chat here in a moment, we're gonna do DCD next. Gotta grind out those exotics. Yeah, Russ, they announced, or well, they didn't announce. They showed something from the remake of 7, didn't they? Final Fantasy 7. I almost picked up Final Fantasy 7 on my Switch, but didn't do it. And now I'm kind of glad that I didn't, if they're doing a remake.
Looks like they're coming from the DCD complex. Whatever's happening over there, we need to shut it down.
I'll give you support, Bob.
I've only played one Final Fantasy game in my life, and funny enough, it's Final Fantasy 1. Because I have this weird thing about, like, being a completionist and wanting to, you know, play games in order. Little did I know that you don't really have to play the Final Fantasy games in order. So I played through most of the first one, and surprisingly, it held up really well. Like, I played it a good while after it had originally come out.
Active terminal detected. detected.
See if you can hook Isaac into that terminal and get us some intel.
I think what is it, 7 and 9 are the two that everybody raves about. I mean, I'm familiar with some of the characters from Final Fantasy VII because I played the original Kingdom Hearts, and some of the Final Fantasy VII characters carry over into Kingdom Hearts, like Squall and Cloud. Punch that guy in the face. 17% DT is not bad. Not gonna take it though. I've got like 35% on this mask that I'm wearing.
Alright, let's see what we've got. There's an active lab on the north side close to
Chest
you.
here.
Your first priority should be to shut that down.
Armor regeneration and pistol damage and damage to elites. No. It's not great. Nope. Doom, if you're still here, we're talking E3. You watching E3 this year?
Agent requesting backup.
We could do a show off your build stream. My build, on this game, my build is something I am very proud of. And if the chat wants to see it, I'm happy to show it off. This is definitely the most cohesive build I've made in this game, if not in any Division game, and it's completely a homebrew, which I'm pretty stoked about, because I've said it before, I think I've said it on stream, I don't like to, what I call like net deck a build. It's a good place to look for inspiration, I think, but ultimately my favorite part of games like this is the puzzle of kind of fine-tuning the build and figuring out what works on my own. So that's kind of the big part of the game for me. But yeah, if the chat would like to see the build, I am happy to show it off. Or we could wait and do that with the whole Friendly Fire Games crew. See what everybody's rocking. Oh wow. Alright. Ended up in some poison. I didn't even know that barrel had poison gas in it. I didn't get out of the way quickly enough. One of the downsides of the build that I'm running is that it's pulled in a couple of different directions, and so it's not like super strong in any one area. I probably could give it a little bit more health. Maybe that's what I do with my gloves. Because I'm heavy about 600 skill power, more than I actually need. And my health is really low, much lower than I'd like, so I could raise my health, or my hazard protection would have helped there too. Hazard protection helps you from those poison gases. Pop up your head. Go ahead and get rid of that barrel so it doesn't kill me. Sure. I don't have too many red gear mods. Come on. There we go. Oh, the One Punch Man challenge, Russ. It's actually going really, really well. I have, so we've been at it for, I'm looking at the calendar right now. We're on week 3, just starting week 3. I have not missed a single day of the push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. And, oh crap. I think I've said before, I'm not doing, on the weekends, just logistically because of the kids and stuff, I'm not doing the run on the weekends, but, other than a couple days last week due to, like, work events and things that I needed to be at, I have not missed, on the running either. So, I guess, long story short, it's going well, and I'm feeling really strong. Definitely noticing a significant improvement in the muscles in my arms specifically, and I'm getting a good ab workout as well, although, you know, not seeing a six-pack just yet.
Virus samples detected.
I do highly recommend it, though, if you're looking for something to kickstart kind of fitness or whatever. Definitely worthwhile, even if you're doing like modified versions. Because I had to start out with modified sit-ups, and I can't always do like full push-ups. I'll do modified push-ups. But yeah. As far as weight loss goes on the One Punch challenge, I ended up losing 2 pounds so far since we started. But I weighed myself today, and I'm the same as I was last Monday. But I expect by the end of the week I'll have lost a little bit.
The morgue at the far end of the West Wing construction site. If they haven't been disposing
So glad they added the mark as junk option back in the game. Now I can mark mods as junk. So Russ, how's your week going so far? Doing anything exciting? Did you do anything fun yesterday? House stuff, so like housework kind of thing. Sounds like exciting. Oh, going back to Wisconsin. Going to visit the wifey. That'll be good. How long are you up there for? Oh, just through Sunday.
But doesn't show symptoms. If I'm right, they're weaponizing green poison and turning it loose on the city.
That'll be a nice little visit then. I assume you're flying, because I imagine the drive is probably too long to make it really worth your while for just going up for a few days. No, that wasn't a very good holster. Yeah, I bet it's a fairly boring drive. How I feel about driving most places around here. I mean, once you get probably an hour-ish north, you're up in kind of pretty mountainous areas, but down in the valley, it's a lot of desert.
Emmeline's the head of the Outcasts. If she's an asymptomatic carrier, they've got an endless supply of the virus to play with.
Agent, your route out is going to take you into the DCD research library.
Hey, while you're in there, do me a favor. Recover everything you can on broad-spectrum antivirals.
Absolutely, Russ. Whenever you guys, and you definitely both of you should make the trip. But yeah, if you ever want to make it out this way, I mean, your lodging is paid for because we have a spare bedroom upstairs. You guys are more than welcome to stay in, and we could do the whole tour like we did with when Daniel and Megan came and visited. Did the bike tour of the city, although we could. Now I think they're getting rid of the bikes in favor of those scooters. We took them to Craters of the Moon, which was really awesome. I mean, obviously, depending on how long you're here, McCall is kind of a pretty little mountain town right on a lake. Spend a little bit of time up there. It's about a 2-hour drive. I'd definitely show you guys a good time if you made the visit out. Where the hell is this guy? Oh, well, he's throwing grenades at me, so there he is. Commander, you're still here. Glad to see you're still with me. Not that Russ is in good company, but... I've got to find some better way to get ammo for this rifle.
The DCD's data analysis lab is just ahead. See what
P90.
data you can grab at Kelso.
Ooh, very tempting. I love the P90. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Tommy gun, no thank you. I've actually never been to Wisconsin either.
Data transfer initiated.
Seems like it'd be a nice place to visit, and I'd love to visit all 50 states at some point. LMG damage gloves, that's cool. Yikes, negative 30 and negative 60 wind chill, that's nuts. I am happy it does not get that cold here. It gets below 0 here, but not like, not that.
Data transfer completed.
You're clear to get out of there. The lab is
That's the other thing, Russ. If you came and visited in the summer, I could take you whitewater rafting or float in the river.
That data to play with.
Hostiles are moving to your
Both of those things are pretty fun to do.
egress through the courtyard to avoid getting boxed in.
Commander, what part of the country are you, I mean, I guess I assume you live in the United States. But where are you from? You don't have to give me a city, just like a region is
They
fine.
come. Be careful.
Always curious where our, you know, where our viewers reside. Yeah, Russ, I imagine when it gets that cold, you don't really do a whole lot of going outside, do you? That is one of the things I like about Idaho, is even during the coldest parts of the winter, there are times of day where I can go outside, and it's not so bad. Ever since we got that porch cover on our back porch, even during the cold parts of the winter, you can go kind of sit out on the porch and enjoy the sunshine. Even if you have to wear a coat or take a blanket. North Carolina, huh, Commander? That's nice. I used to live in that part of the country. Never lived in the Carolinas, but I grew up in Kentucky, and Ohio and Indiana. So kind of in that neck of the woods. I do have family in, I believe they're in North Carolina now, and then my sister-in-law lives in Virginia. So over there on occasion. Nice. Georgia's a nice state. My brother lives in Georgia. Yeah, North Carolina is a really pretty state. No offense to Mississippi, but there's not a whole lot that I find appealing about Mississippi. Other than, I mean, the people. But that's only because I know lots of people there. Definitely more of a Western guy after living in the West. You do have trees in Mississippi, but I guess I'll counter with I have 4 seasons, and all the trees aren't pine trees. I actually get to see the leaves change, apple picking, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Thing I love about Idaho or the West is no matter what season, there is always something different to do outside. Winter, I can go skiing. Spring, you know, lots of outdoor stuff to do. Fall, there's apple picking and watching the leaves change. Summer, there's whitewater rafting, biking, hiking, all that cool stuff. So, always something going on. Yeah, I feel that way too, Commander, with the time difference and stuff. I think when I was in Mississippi a couple months ago, and I found myself waking up at weird times, even though the time difference is only an hour from me. Your body just gets so used to where you live, I guess. Come on, exotic. Damn. Well, we tried. I've only woken up at 4:30 a few times in my whole life, and I've never been happy about it. That is 20% damage to elites, but it does not have spotter. I'm actually going to keep it though. Nope. Nope. And vector. No. Alright, what now?
Why are we even keeping them around? Just more mouths to feed.
Let's see.
So what? You can't...
Alrighty, Russ. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. Talk to you. All that good stuff. Let's see. Let's hit a couple bounties, and then we'll call it. The Doberman. Snart. Kill Snart. Oh yeah, I totally agree, Commander. I love visiting different places, different cities, you know, different anything. Just learning about different cultures is really exciting to me. And I mean, even, you know, that's weird that that's funny. That's weird. It made me moderate that comment because you misspelled day, Commander. No, visiting new places is really fun. You know, my wife and I, for our anniversary every year, we try to visit a different, you know, even just like somewhere local. You know, we drove out to Portland 2 years ago. Last year we drove to a little town in Idaho that was really fun. And you know, everywhere you go, different stuff, different things to see. It's all great. I just wish that I didn't have to work so that I could just do exploring and seeing sights all the time. Things like that cost money, and only way to get money is to
Hostile control point detected.
inherit money or to have a job. So I have a job, but it's all good. 30% hazard protection is a really good roll.
Supplies detected.
Did I ever open? No, I did not. So we're gonna do that. So, Commander, let me ask then. What is your favorite place you've ever visited? Doesn't have to be exotic. Doesn't have to be even interesting. I'm just like legitimately curious. Favorite place you've ever visited? And it's trash. Trash.
Civilians in danger.
It's all over now.
You shouldn't have messed with us.
Target near you.
Big boy. He's dead.
Hostile control point nearby.
Alright, where is the target? He's that way. Sorry, hostages. I'm going for Snart, which has got to be one of the dumbest names of a boss I've ever heard. Alright, let me get into cover. I want to read this comment. Probably Dominican Republic. That is really cool. Never been to the Dominican Republic. I have been to Mexico, but like, you know, it was on a cruise, so we did the touristy thing. If I had it to do over again, really visiting any foreign country, I'd love to go to like places that they don't just send the tourists. You know, really get a flavor of the country or city or whatever. My favorite place I've visited, probably no surprise to people that know me, years ago my family adopted my family's adopted a bunch of kids from China, but me and my two brothers, and my adopted sister, at the time got to go to China with my parents when they adopted their second kid, and easily one of the most interesting trips, the most interesting trip I've ever been on. I mean, I could talk about it for hours. We were in China for 2 weeks and just kind of got immersed in the culture for that time. Yeah, I mean, we saw the Great Wall, we visited the Forbidden City, we ate really strange and great food. So I mean, it was awesome. Trip I'm looking forward to, my wife and I, for our 10th wedding anniversary, which is coming up here in about 3 years. We're planning to go to Japan, which is somewhere my wife has always wanted to visit. So we've been pretty much saving up since we got married for this trip, because we want to, you know, if we're going to do it, we want to do it right. And so we're really looking forward to that. That will probably take the top spot as far as favorite trips for me once it happens. I like going to somewhere where, like, you know, I don't really know a whole lot, being able to immerse myself, learn about the culture and the people and the places. So, oh, that's actually pretty good.
That's your target.
Target located. He's below me. Yeah, the Great Wall was cool. Unfortunately, when we visited, it was on a foggy day. And so it was really tough to kind of see out into the distance. Because, I mean, the thing goes on for miles and miles. But, I mean, seeing it up close even was just spectacular. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Where is this guy? Oh, I remember. Okay, so I have to go back through here. There's some way to get across. No, I think on that trip, my favorite thing, I really loved seeing the Forbidden City, actually. 'Cause it just, like, it went on and on and on. Just this, you know, kind of city within the city. It was really cool. Seeing the temples was really neat, because they've got a lot of temples there. It was all cool. I mean, the whole trip was amazing. If you get the opportunity, highly, highly recommended. Dead bodies around where? The wall or the city? The Forbidden City? Or just China in general? I mean, I guess I can answer the question. I didn't see any dead bodies. We did see a lot of very poor, destitute people, which was really sad, because, I mean, like, you see beggars in the States, and, like, you know, their situation's sad, but the situation for the people in China, you know, makes... I don't want to belittle a situation for, you know, less fortunate people here, but, like, the situations there were very dire. So that was sad. We also went to, and I've told this story before too, we went to an orphanage. We went to the orphanage that my sister was from, and, I mean, you know, just brings you to tears seeing these kids, because they, you know, they know when they see an American family show up that somebody gets to leave and go home with them. And so all these kids are just, like, grabbing onto you and, like, you know, just hope, because they don't understand, you know. They're just hoping that they'll be the one that gets to go home. So it's really sad. But yeah, I mean, definitely, like, thought-provoking, and, you know, definitely makes you appreciate the things that you have. We were there around the time of the last Beijing Olympics as well. I think it was after, might have been after the Beijing Olympics. So all the facilities were there, empty, but they were really neat to kind of see from a distance. Might have been before the Beijing Olympics. I don't remember, because I don't remember what year that was. I think there will be a named enemy here. And then we can see how far I got on my deck 52. Oh, these are Black Tusk.
Drinking water nearby.
There he is. Hi, spark plug. It absolutely is, Commander. I mean, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but like, I feel like you know, experiences like that kind of shaped me a little bit, and you know, they kind of make you think about the things you have, and you know, the things you take for granted. But like, I definitely try to, you know, like think about, you know, what those people are kind of going through. I totally agree that you know, we often, you know, don't see, you know, people, I guess people in less fortunate situations, you don't often see you don't have to see them as a person. You just see their situation and, oh, it's sad. But like, you know, I was talking to my wife the other day, and I was saying, you know, we're just really one bad day from being that. Like, one of us loses our job, we have a major expense, health crisis, whatever. Anybody could be there in a second. So yeah, you just have to every day be appreciative for what you have, and you know, love the people that are around you too, because you know, it could all go away in a second. I honestly didn't think that this would be such a you know, such a serious stream, but I like it.
Target is near you, Agent.
Real conversation is cool. I always love, you know, talking life with people and all that good stuff. So yeah, Commander, I definitely, I'm glad you dropped by tonight. It's really nice. Let's see, I think I know how to get here. I think we're going this way. Talking about, you know, people in desperate situations as I murder half the population of Washington, D.C. Yeah, totally agree. I mean, not to talk about all my serious experiences, but I remember back when I was younger, we did for Christmas, we did like it may have been a Red Cross or like an Operation Christmas Child type deal, where, you know, you give presents to, like, you buy an angel tree. That's what it was. It was an angel tree thing, and you buy an angel tree present, and it goes to a kid. And I remember going and helping deliver those gifts, and like just the looks on those kids' faces, because they get one stupid little gift, is just nuts, and I love it. So yeah, I try, you know, I have 2 kids and trying to teach them, especially my 3.5-year-old, like, you know, appreciate the things that you have. Share with those people who don't have the things that you do. You know, I guess the whole idea of like leave the world better than when you came into it. Give me one moment while I murder these guys, and I'm gonna look at your comment, Commander, because I know it's a long one. It's like Real Talk Monday here. Oop. Where is this guy? There we go. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, that wasn't even the target. I think that was a little easy. Oh, crap. They must have broke something in this room. Sorry, Commander, I know I'm making you wait for me to answer your comment. Promise I'm getting to it. Just also don't want to die here. This guy's name is The Morning. Okay, got it. Makes you feel good when you have that kind of stuff. Totally agree when it comes to you. Yeah, yeah, I completely agree, Commander. Oh, Commander, I absolutely do not mind reading your long comments. I feel actually bad that I'm not able to get to them as quickly as I would like. Because, you know, unfortunately my eyes can only look at one thing at a time, so, I guess the limitations of, the human body. No, I don't mind at all reading your long comments. As long as you don't mind my long-windedness, I think we're good. Task Force Zulu. That is a clan bounty. That's a challenging difficulty. Let's try one of these. Let's do that. It's right near a safe house. Perfect. Well, I mean, honestly, you know, having the conversation is more important to me than playing the game. because you know, the whole reason that we stream is to have conversations with people and hang out with people. I mean, because like the four of us that stream, and I'm sure you've watched a while, you know this. We've known each other a long time. We hang out anyway. So, you know, the whole reason to stream is to get to hang out with each other, but also get to meet new and interesting people like yourself and kind of get to know people. And I love that because, I mean, like, you know, without kind of a platform or a venue like this, you know, there'd be no way for us to meet kind of some of our favorite new people. So, I love it. Keep the comments coming.
Target near you.
I will be here until one of the two of us gets tired of it. In all honesty, I'll probably be on for maybe another 2 bounties here, and then I may call it a night because I do have to work in the morning. But no, anytime I do this every Monday. Probably for the near future, it's just going to be me on the Monday streams. So I'm always looking for people to hang out with. If you own any of the games that I play on Monday nights, you know, I'm definitely willing to play with people that are in the chat. Kind of the channel rule is that, you know, we don't really party chat with people on stream, that we don't know super well. But, would definitely be willing to play with you if you own this game, or if I play a different game and you own it. So, long-winded response, but I'm full of those, so. There's a recording here. I wonder where it is. Whoops. Now, how do I get into that room? Maybe it has something to do with that red thing right there. That is not destructible. I'm not even looking for the bounty anymore. Oh gosh. No, Commander, this is you know. Yeah, I have work, I have a family, all that stuff, but like, you know, kids are in bed right now. Wife is out for a run because we're doing this whole, you know, healthy thing. And I already had done mine today on my lunch break, and yeah, so this is my free time, and there is honestly nothing I'd rather be doing on my free time than hanging out with cool people like you. Not to, you know, butter your bread too much, but you seem like a cool guy, so. Where am I going right now? Huh. Is it this way? Is it really that simple? I'm really glad you enjoy our channel. It's always nice to, you know, I mean, you know, having the conversation is awesome and all that, but then hearing that, you know, people enjoy what we're doing, even better. I mean, you know, we're always willing to even listen to the people that don't enjoy what we're doing. As long as people are having fun, being nice to each other. Holy cow! All right, we're running. Yeah, we definitely want this to be like a place where people can just kind of hang out, have a good time, meet cool people. Yeah, so this game is called The Division 2, Commander. I mean, I'll be very upfront and say it's one of my favorite games, so I'm a bit biased. I think it's a very solid game, especially kind of getting up to level 30, which is the end game. The first 30 levels are very cool and unique. Lots of interesting things to do. Once you get to the end game, things are very interesting for a while. But then when you're at the point I'm at right now, it can get a bit repetitive. I think that's kind of the problem you run into in any game of this nature, though. It's like you're kind of grinding out your final kind of version of your build, looking for just that one piece of gear that's better than the last piece that you had. But yeah, so this is Tom Clancy's The Division 2. It came out, I saw your new comment, it released in March, I believe, so it's a relatively new game. They have a pretty interesting kind of plan, like a roadmap for new content releases every month or two, constantly patching it. And I mean, you know, game definitely has bugs, as do most live service games like this, but I think if you can look past a few minor bugs and glitches and things like that, the game's got a lot of heart. It was recently on sale, and actually, I just remembered, they announced today at E3, I believe starting on the 13th. So maybe like over this next weekend, the game is completely free to play. So, and that's across all platforms, I believe. So, good time to pick it up and try it. And then if you decide you like it, they're doing sales on the game right now because it's kind of at that point in its life cycle where, you know, everybody who bought it at the $60 price point has bought it, and so they've kind of reduced the price. I'm sure you could find it for like $40 at this point, which I think is a pretty good value. I've probably put several hundred hours into this game at this point, and am still enjoying it a lot. So that's a recommendation from me, at least, for whatever it's worth. Alright, let's do one more. Catfishing. Sure, why not? Is that the guy's name? Oh, okay, his name is Monk? With a U? Oh, yeah. So, we actually, Battlefront 2, we actually started, our, I guess, streaming career playing Battlefront 2. We were on a killer heroes versus villains streak in that game, and one day Daniel, one of the guys that we stream with, decided, he called me and he was like, hey, you know, we're undefeated in heroes versus villains, why don't we start streaming? So we did, and kind of played that game until we hit 116 wins in a row. No losses on Heroes vs. Villains. And then got kind of bored with Battlefront. You know, as happens with games when you play them to death. And then we kind of moved on to other games, and here we are, playing The Division. And yeah, so I mean, we'll still go back to Battlefront every now and then, but not, I wouldn't say it's our primary game at this point. Yeah, I unfortunately didn't ever have the pleasure of playing the first Battlefront on this console generation. I did play the original Battlefronts 1 and 2 back on, what were they, PS2? And those games were a blast. And unfortunately for me, this Battlefront 2 didn't live up to my expectations. It's still fun. I gave it a lot of crap, and, you know, now I would go back to it and play it for a stream or two, or for fun, or whatever. Not a game I could invest, you know, another 200 hours in, or whatever, but definitely still a good game. It's got good bones to it. Hi, Courtney. I don't think I've seen you on the stream before. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. How is your night going?
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Ugh, this is the worst bounty location in the entire game. It's especially bad. It's not so bad right now, but it's especially bad when that control point is taken. There we go. Oh, found us through Chortle. Really? Awesome. Yeah, so Steven over at Chortle is actually my brother, my little brother. So, let's see. We definitely love the Chortle boys. They're good guys. Ooh, that is very, very tempting. I'll keep it.
Cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
Bounty complete. Sweet.
Friendly control point nearby.
Oh, are you talking Battlefront 1 or Battlefront 2, Cody? Or Commander, sorry. Why did I want to call you Commander Cody? Because that's a character from Battlefront, isn't it? Or from Star Wars. Anyway, yeah, Commander. No, Battlefront 2, they've been updating it. Yeah, they've made a bunch of pretty major updates. The problem is that, like, when you release a game and it's, you know, brand new and fresh and stuff, and everybody's buying it and playing it and doing all that kind of stuff, that's when you need to kind of strike and release content. Unfortunately for them, they waited about a year into the game's life cycle before they really gave us much new content. I mean, now if I were to go back to the game, I haven't played it in several months, it would be like playing a new game, which is cool, and I like that. The problem is that, like, when I want to play a game, I want to have a lot of content to go through and to enjoy and stuff, and then maybe move on to something else. So, like, the whole live service model where they release a game that's sort of not finished, or, you know, doesn't have all the content it's going to have, can be a little frustrating. Courtney, that's okay that you don't know much about the Division. We're actually not even really talking Division. The Division's just kind of happening in the background. Yeah, that's right. I want to have a game, not a chapter. And I mean, I'm okay with episodic type stuff, like the Telltale series, like the Walking Dead game and the Wolf Among Us game, things like that are released episodically. I look forward to the episodes. It's just like a game like this game, or like Battlefront. Well, I guess this game's a little less egregious, but for like Battlefront, where they release and, you know, then give you little maps here and there after you've already gotten tired of things, it's just a bit frustrating. I would much rather have 5 maps at launch instead of 3 maps with the promise of 2 coming in a couple months, you know? Vlad, what up, dude? Boy, the chat's really hopping tonight. I know you guys just love hearing my charming voice. My wife just gave me a sideways look, like I'm an idiot. It's all good. But no, Courtney, our chat tonight has pretty much covered everything but The Division. This is just kind of in the background, and I'm just kind of playing it and talking with you beautiful people. So that is what we're doing. Vlad, how's it going, buddy? I am good, Vlad. Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I have started trying to bulk up a little bit. You would be so proud. We're doing a since you're kind of my weight buddy, my weightlifting buddy. I've started doing more. It's not like weight, but like body weight training. We're doing a 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats every day. And I am working on my 3rd week of it, and feeling pretty good. Oh crap! Shit!
Agent vital signs 0.
They finally got me. Yeah, not bulking too much, but I'm definitely feeling some tone in my arms. Once we're doing this thing for a month with some cardio on it, and then after that I'm gonna maybe try to actually bulk up a little bit, but this is just kind of jumpstart things and get back into it. Oh yeah, Courtney, I saw your comment. I played Life is Strange as well. It was a little odd, but I did really love the game. I thought it was very well done. I'm a big sucker for games like that, with where like the story is front and center, instead of some sort of gameplay gimmick or whatever. That's why I really liked the Telltale games. The Walking Dead game, Wolf Among Us, the Batman game. They released a bunch, and unfortunately they went out of business, but those games, it was all about the storytelling, and it was almost like playing through a choose-your-own-adventure book, which I just love. Vlad, did you get injured? No, I'm definitely trying to work on flexibility too. Yeah, we're, doing this whole thing. I'm not doing all the 100 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats and all that first thing in the morning. I'm actually splitting them up throughout the day so that I don't murder myself. But it's been good. I definitely feel good. Not quite as swole as Vlad is yet, but I'll get there. Commander, not sure how long I'm gonna go. I want to say that this will be my last bounty, probably. Just since the chat was so hopping, I decided to stay around for a little longer. You're definitely not crashing the stream, Courtney. Glad to have you. Damn. Where is this guy? There he is. Where are you? Oh. There's a person.
Serious trauma detected.
Yikes. I'll check the chat in a moment. inside this building where it's hopefully safe-ish. Let's see. A zoo type. Which thing is that, Vlad? Do you remember the name of it? Courtney, I don't know if I could ever stretch for an hour. I know you're supposed to stretch a lot, but I'm lucky to get 10 minutes of stretching for an hour's worth of work. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Planet Zoo. Really? That sounds cool, I guess. I haven't seen anything about any sort of zoo game, although I am a big Zoo Tycoon fan, so if it's anything like Zoo Tycoon, I'm in for it. I used to try to build, back when Zoo Tycoon was popular, I would give myself unlimited money, or as much money as it would let you, and then try to build like a really finely themed zoo where you had like a African theme and like I think there was a dinosaur expansion, so I had a dinosaur area and a SeaWorld area, all that good stuff.
That's the target agent.
I don't think push-ups, planks, and arm raises don't seem like stretches for me. That's my workout. All right, is this the way? Yep. Oh. All right. There's the target. Uh-oh. Target down. Oh, that was the PT. Okay. Yeah, Zoo Tycoon is a great game, Commander. I completely agree. Yeah, it all started with one of my brothers, not Steven, one of my other brothers. He's really a big roller coaster tycoon guy, and so we started kind of playing those tycoon games to kind of make the biggest and best park or zoo or whatever. It was super fun. Let's see. Sorry, I lost chat for a second. Yeah, Vlad, gotta take better care of yourself, bud. That really does suck. And yes, Zoo Tycoon, Vlad was the best out of those games. I agree, 100%. I actually used to work at a zoo though, so I'm pretty partial to that kind of thing. All right, let's do one more, and then we're calling it. So sure, let's do this bounty. 2 bosses sounds pretty good, and that's gonna use up all of my intel anyway. Self-care is for weak people, Vlad. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be saying that when you're dead. I will admit, though, that I am the worst about taking care of myself. Up until recently, I would eat like crap, not get enough sleep, you know, kind of abuse my body. I'm trying to be better. It's tough though. Oh, is this bounty's in that same location, isn't it? At least we own this control point. Dead at 35 by heart attack is the way to go. Totally bad. I'd like to maybe stick around to see my kids grow up, but overrated, right? Yeah, Commander, what about Fallen Order? I honestly have not seen much about it. So any good intel you got on it sounds good to me. We're gonna kill Sub and Jokes. What dumb names. Combat. So Fallen Order is supposed to be like a single player Star Wars experience. If they do what I want them to do, it'll be sort of similar to like Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, those kinds of things, because those games were awesome. But I mean, not to crap on EA too much, they just don't have a great track record with Star Wars games. So hopefully, turns out. It sucks that you've had lots of aches and pains, Vlad. Makes working out and all that tough. There he is. Got him.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Alright, now I'm at full health. Courtney, if you don't mind me asking, how old are your kids? I have 2 kids myself. Kids are awesome. Oh crap, I'm gonna die. Oh, frick.
Agent deceased.
Damn it.
Hostiles.
Alright. Yeah, my wife has, eat a salad. Awesome. Yeah, my wife has back pains too. I don't think it's due to the kids. I think it's just been there for forever. But not a water drinker, huh? Oh, nice. I bet those are fun ages. I have a daughter that is 1 and a son that is 3.5. And I think that is a super fun age. 3.5. Yes, happy soon birthday to your daughter. think we all have the issue of not taking good care of ourselves when we're younger. So I'm trying to kind of turn the ship around a little bit while I'm still relatively young. Because I don't want to turn around when I'm 40 and wonder why my body doesn't work.
Friendly control point nearby.
Why are these guys just coming out of these shipping containers? This is ridiculous. Alright, chase that guy down. I'm gonna read this comment. I bet she's excited to turn 5. That's fun. Humans weren't meant to live past 30, Vlad. Hey man, if you don't want to live past 30, that's your prerogative. Take it from a 30-year-old. You probably want to live past 30. I feel like my best years are in front of me. Not that my first 30 years weren't great, but you know, finally having money, being able to buy things that I want to buy, having kids, being able to have fun with them, raise them, all that stuff. I think life just gets better as you age, and then you hit a certain point and everything starts going downhill, or so I've heard.
Spotted, Sheriff.
Alright, where are they? Oh, come on, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
Agent vital signs 0.
Nice. Later, Commander. I think I'm probably gonna call it there too, because I guess I'm just not meant to beat that bounty. Probably a good place to end the stream anyway. No, it's been awesome talking to you, Courtney. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for dropping by. Next time you see the Chortle Boys, tell them I said hi. Vlad, thank you. Commander, if you're still here, thanks for dropping by. Russ was also here earlier. Thank you, Russ. And anybody that was lurking that didn't say anything, thank you to you as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. So you guys know the drill. We're on Twitter, FF Games Live on Twitter. We're on YouTube and Twitch, although we only stream on Twitch when it's more than just me or more than just one of us. And then we post our schedule on Twitter every week. It was posted this morning. We'll be live tomorrow. I believe they're playing Realm Royale. I will probably not be on that stream, but the rest of the crew will be. We also will be playing on Thursday. We'll be playing Dauntless. Friday, Greg will be doing something, although I'm not sure what. Usually it's Red Dead, but I don't think it's going to be that this week. And then Saturday, we will have some more Realm Royale with the full crew. So it's going to be a fun week of streaming, and hopefully you guys can join us when you're available. Oh, Big Girl Kitchen, awesome. Courtney, we gave my son a kitchen set for Christmas about a year ago, and he is in love with it, and his sister loves it too. So let's see. Bye, Vlad. Courtney. Bye. Thank you guys again. We will catch you later. Let's see if I can make my character wave. Oh, I totally can. Alright. Bye. Awesome. See you later, guys.